Fresh off a decent boss fight at the end of the game and gargling 2-foot-tall dwarf ball sacks, here we go. There's a conversation that happened here that we're still recovering from.
Oh, dear God.
Good old Samwise Gamgee, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty solid fight, wasn't it?
It was.
The second last chapter of the game. The hell?
Yeah. What the hell's going on here? Oh, you're hooked up to the machine now.
Are you?
I believe so.
Well, I assume nothing. Except that she was in on it the whole time.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman caused this to happen.
What?
Uh-huh. There's a moment you're waiting for.
Oh shit! No!
Oh no, Brodo spy against, don't do it. Oh, I see. You're actually a new type. Yeah, there's the texture problem we read about. You're a new type. With your new emergent abilities, you are empathetic for the enemy you're about to execute. You see? This is actually a Gundam side story.
Yeah, called OBI.
OBI.
Yeah. Is that Iron Blooded Orphans?
IBO.
Yeah.
Fuck, I love IBO. Such a good series. Such a good series.
Nobody here.
You still haven't really finished it, have you?
No, I've been watching Sengoku Basara.
Yeah.
And
Fair
some other
enough.
shit. Nicole Kidman.
What was the name? That's blurred out. What does that say? Yeah, Julie Kidman.
I think we're being set up for something here. Let's finish this game.
Sengoku Basara is nowhere near as good of a series,
No.
but it's okay. You can still get to see some medieval posturing.
Medieval posture. Okay.
Oh, it is. It's so much fronting back and forth.
Did you ever see the old anime from, I believe it's in the 80s, but I know there was an American version of it in the early 2000s. Alexander?
Yes, I've seen the old one once upon a time on Cartoon Network as part of Adult Swim.
I saw it originally on Showtime before it moved to Cartoon Network. And it was a lot worse on Showtime. It's like, this is the actual anime. And you watched it on that, you're like, this isn't exactly what I remember seeing a few weeks back, but whatever.
It's okay. Half the time when I come across a series that was really old, that I remember seeing from Russia still, I ask myself a lot about what I'm doing on this earth. When aesthetically preaching the goodness of the series known as Crying Freeman. My best friend. Our first maximum upgraded weapon is the one we use the least overall.
Hey, sir, I've been using it a lot recently.
Recently? Took us 12 chapters?
Bite me.
Well, we didn't figure out how to craft the fucking bolts for the first 2/3 of the game, so... Biting is necessary. Or rather, maybe it isn't easy, but it's very necessary.
Alright, so this is only one upgrade away from everything.
Yay!
Which only
Wait,
is 20.
What did you just say to me?
Yeah, one upgrade on each thingy majigger.
So it's 4 upgrades away from being fully maxed out.
But let's see here. 20, 30, 37, 57,000.
Good old revolver.
Yep.
If only we had an ocelot to go with it.
Good old...
Then we could make cat calls. Remember, that's how you summon reinforcements.
Cat calls? I'll remember. I
I'll
haven't
find
played...
the scene for you.
Yeah, I haven't played a Metal Gear Solid game in quite a while. I played 2 was the last one I played.
I think if we had an option to play them in a high resolution, not necessarily for the channel, just on their own, we'd appreciate them a lot more. Because when I first played MGS, it was actually on... Yeah, it wasn't on the original PlayStation. It was a PS3 collection, I believe. But point being, I was playing it knowing, oh, this is supposed to be like a cool game. But I wasn't having fun.
You know what game we should play on it?
What's
Play
that?
The original Metal Gear for the Nintendo.
No.
Why not?
It's...
Ruvik?
Do you know this game? I mean, the whole room is ripping apart in reality, but do you know this game? Because if you don't know this game, we're not doing it.
I know it. I know of it.
I need you to know it inside and out, like you do Total War 2 now, apparently.
I do know Total War almost inside now.
Well, yeah, when you play the game 5-6 times, you can just jaw jack and get through it easily. Let's talk about it.
Oh, I can. I can jaw jack.
But I've played it in the beginning, just knowing nothing about it, right, going in. I played it again after I knew about it, and it still isn't fun. You know why?
It's not. I've played the original one, actually.
There you go. We'll play Metal Gear Rising.
Oh.
That will do. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's fucking awesome.
It is pretty good.
And then every time somebody else talks about the game or like starts playing the game, I'm like, I should play this again. This is so good.
Optic nerve,
wait.
L.
L. Hey, it's the room from Wolfenstein: The New Order.
It is. Or it also reminds me of Resident Evil 4, the frozen lab area.
This is that hallway from the Matrix.
Should I start running up the walls?
No, but find the right key for the back door. Nice! It's actually a really cool touch that is useless. I can kick the door while reloading my shotgun. You know, most characters can't do that in games, so you're pretty far ahead in this.
Yeah. The one thing you're good at.
As my new co-worker would say, it's a stupid thing to be good at. He's telling me about a guy who would just worked in a warehouse driving screws, just like a lot, and it was the guy because he would grab a handful of fasteners,
Alright, kid, where
and
are
with
you
his monkey fingers, he would just set it up as the next aligned thing in his fist. So he would go flip, drive, flip, drive, flip, drive, flip, drive. He was really good at arranging screws in his hand, set to the bit to minimize the time waste between driving in a screw and then getting the next one.
That is really
So while
useless.
it's really impressive in this very niche way. So yeah, a dumb thing to be really good at.
I mean, if that's all, if he was getting paid thousands of dollars a year, a week to do it, yeah, it's pretty impressive. I understand why you got so good at your job, but
What are you doing next? I'm driving the screws
This way.
this
This
wall.
way.
What about that? Next wall. And after that,
Come down.
this wall. After that, oh, there's this place over here I can do this with. This other warehouse.
This way. This way.
That's my life. One hole at a time.
just screw them one hole at a time.
At a rate of roughly 2.3 holes per second. Zoom, 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 zoom. Holy shit! You got any kids? Tons.
Must be from the years of practice with this. Nah, I'm Mormon. Oh. And nothing yet is still broken on this man.
Just his pride and his sanity.
Pretty sure he racked his nuts pretty hard though. One leg was hanging off that ledge. Pretty good.
Drooping through the crack. Don't jostle it. It might tear free.
Beacon, just like
And the Evil Within. Oh no. We're changing the pronoun. Or the article, really. The identifier. That gun wasn't there in your hand a second ago. Stop it. Stop warping guns into my hands. This is an FF-15. There's no armature. Hey, that streetlight's gonna explode.
Street light.
That's what the game taught me.
Oh yeah.
It's flashing red bad.
God damn it.
Llewellyn! Cut it out!
Just keep moving forward.
Keep on going. Keep
Yeah.
on trucking.
Like
What are
how-
we doing? Why are we doing it? Is that really important right now? Just do it. Oh look, your coworkers are all
I
dead.
knew it.
I knew it. You were all stabbed and murdered like the last time I was here. Nothing's changed.
Leslie? Is that the kid's name?
Yep.
Okay. But not Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah. Actually, his name is Shirley. And he's serious.
Well, good luck to the both of them.
Not there. Oh, maybe we gotta go back to the cam. Oh, no, there's no camera here. There's blood splatter. Oh,
Back to the camera room. Where we find our body! No,
that'd be some shit. Dun dun dun.
we're not that creative.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah.
Ha! That still works. I mean,
In death and in life. What are you gonna do when you get to St. Peter's Gate? I'm gonna kick it right the fuck in. Show that motherfucker who's boss. Like,
see, that's not a too dumb thing to be good at. Kicking open things.
it's like,
Using the powers of quantum confidence and limited desirability, I can bust open any door. What about a wall? Can't do walls. Cannot do walls. It has to have a set of
if
hinges.
you kick a jukebox, does it work? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
What about if the power cable's plugged in? Who needs it? Like, okay.
Okay, you're dead. Like you pass out and fall down the ladder.
The end of the game. You find out you're actually on S. Kennedy falling down the drain pipe on Resident Evil 4 right before you hook on.
They're doing like plot stuff. Why is the tar bleeding over so bad? Who did this job? Terrible subcontractors.
Yeah.
other sensations as they probe my
And He gets enough force behind that. A good thrust into that kick.
The appropriate lumbar position.
Rage, ecstasy, blending together into a single piercing noise until the darkness was broken by sparks, like twinkling starlight. The pain, the noise, the light blends together, takes shape. It's a place I know so well. My prison. My home.
You brought this on yourself.
Wait a second. You said that after the reel stopped spinning. That's not fair. That breaks the rule of magnetophone technology. You see, it's all analog. The tape runs through a reader. Nobody's listening. Nobody's fucking listening.
No. I thought that was a bomb, to tell you the truth.
Everything's a bomb. Don't worry about it.
Ah, my ankle!
So you would hit that with your ankles, that would crack and fold forward, and then, realizing the pain of what you'd just done, you'd flop into the pool of crimson fluid.
Yes.
Hoping it's fluid and not actually mites. It's a giant tub of mites.
Oh, that'd be terrible. What is this? Oh, this is our crab vat. Ah!
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, welcome back to this little sewer from the first stage. Remember this?
I do. Hey, you think we can shoot Leslie?
I can only hope.
Should I?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Damn it.
He's a good guy. He's a clear soul. You shouldn't do that to him.
Son of a bitch! There's a diary thingy.
Ruvik.
Should we be going this way? I don't think we need to be going this way. It should be that way.
We should be going to the Meat Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. Well, she's married to the Muffin Man.
I don't know which way to go, but left.
No, that's the longer hallway, so probably not this way.
I'm gonna go all the way to the end. It's gonna be somewhat Leslie standing there like, no, wrong way. Go
Shrek
back.
1 in my mind is still a,
A good movie?
I wouldn't say masterpiece, but it's a really strong cultural standpoint. I enjoy its subversiveness. It was meme-worthy before memes were prominent. It was a fantastic reshuffle of conventional fantasy animated storytelling memes. And then it became more mode, like, oh, we're gonna be snarky. But Shrek, that came out of nowhere, man. Not even Don Bluth can make those movies. Which is a joke because Don Bluth is very good at making things like, all dogs go to heaven. Which maybe is a feel-good film, but still has a certain amount of punch to it. Balto has more punch. It's got a Russian goose.
I have not seen a All Dogs Go to Heaven in a long time.
Ever is also acceptable.
I've seen it. It used to be one of my favorite shows.
Do you remember The Brave Little Toaster?
I do. That shit was awesome.
That show's pretty awesome. My father called me retarded over it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you told me you were 15, though. There's a slight difference. Like, what are you doing?
But I like the cartoon film.
Like, what are you doing? Watch a Brave Little Toaster. You're retarded. Like it.
There's a John Waters character in there. I don't give a shit. You should probably do something else.
What are you planning on doing this weekend? Watching the Brave Little Toaster trilogy.
He's real spontaneous, isn't he?
Nope. Boom. What was it? The last one's Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars or some shit?
Brave Little Toaster, Mission to Mars.
Sir, how are we going to get to Mars? This brave little toaster. It doesn't have opposable thumbs, sir. What do we do?
I know how to pop up real good.
Leslie?
We need to find a way to heat this fuel to the optimum temperature.
I can do that.
It's just like the black guy at the end of the core.
I can get it just right.
The core?
You ever seen the core? Where he has to, the black guy has to sacrifice himself.
We're talking about Larry Fishburne and Sphere?
Is it Sphere? It wasn't Larry Fishburne, was it?
I probably don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to say yes.
There's a part where the guy's it's a movie where they have to drill to the core because the Earth's core stopping.
Uh-huh.
It has Hilary Swank, the guy who played the Punisher.
Which Punisher?
The one from 2009.
Well, longer.
By the time I realized him, this is a trade.
Yeah, that one.
That one!
That one. No, the one after him. But they have to go to the core, and at the end of it, it has to be so hot for it to work. So the black guy has to like open up the doors and sacrifice himself to start the engines up.
Couldn't they have gotten some strings instead?
They probably could have.
Some rope. Just on the way up. Just yank.
Tug
Maybe
it
a
hard.
chain. Maybe the black guy would just stab the white guy, like just cut his tendons, saying, "You're stuck here, bye."
That's too much weight. Oh, no, it's like if you watch the new first season of Rick and Morty, there's an episode called Anatomy Park, and John Oliver plays the doctor, Xenon Bloom, in it. And he's like, one of us is going to have to stay back here and start the train. And he looks at them and he's like, oh, that was quite of an asshole move for me to do that. Even, I should have just volunteered myself. Like, I'm sorry. That was really...
As the only man qualified to perform this operation, I should be the one staying for this, but I kind of feel like I have a lot more to live for.
But then he looks and goes, oh god, there is an autopilot. Oh well, they wanted to die anyways.
The Simpsons are going to Africa! And then far away you see a tribesman in the middle of a ritual. And he freezes in fear. What is the matter with the jungle? Evil is coming. What do we do with the jungle? You want the jungle now! And he just gives him the hat and runs away.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta delegate, you know? Like, I can't solve this shit, here you go. See what you can do. Oh, everything's on fire now, isn't it?
No.
Alright.
The courtyard.
Mr. Anderson. We've missed you. I was told I sound like Mr. Smith.
When I had my transition lenses, everybody said when I would come in from outside that I had the Mr. Smith glasses.
Leslie?
Me. Leslie, would it kill you to stop, look at me, and talk to me like a fucking human being? You're just gonna walk away. You're just gonna push the doors open, or face through them, or something.
And this is how Dante was born.
Which Dante?
No, Devil May Cry.
Really? I mean, you're gonna do that with Shinji Mikami?
I mean, Resident Evil 4 was technically Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I know, but... I mean, is this what you want to do with this?
No, not really.
Who's Sparta? Who in
Ruvik.
this... Ruvik is Sparta? Really?
Yeah. We're gonna make connections
So
here.
it wasn't like, hey, your dad was a demon prince that turned against the order of his king. Or like, your dad was more or less a scientist that dabbled in some really weird shit and discovered a fringe technology that worked really well, but then his bosses got really upset with him. So he's a murder ghost. He's a murder ghost that wanders around and just offs people because he's angry and upset and he misses you. By the way, you have a brother.
That, by the way...
But I won't tell you that for 18 more years.
That, by the way, would sound like a great game or a show. Murder Ghost.
Murder ghost.
Instead of solving the crimes, he commits them. Completely changes it up.
He misses being alive, so he takes the lives of the living. Oh look! Refreshments.
Yes. Batteries.
Extra batteries. Good to have.
Batteries.
Wait, you can't kick open that door?
Nope.
The one time you can't kick open anything.
Just commit suicide. Or here. Sudoku. Sudoku.
I gotta go do the Sudoku now.
It's like, why are you so down? I can't live anymore. Why? I couldn't kick open a door.
Harry Carey with the spatula. Why is that a problem? All I do is kick open doors. I found a door the best of me. I can't do this.
How far can this little shit ran?
He doesn't run so much as phase walk. Phase shuffle, really.
Cuban shuffle?
And please educate me. What is the Cuban shuffle?
That's some dumbass dance back from my when I was a kid.
Oh, so really it's just the samba.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not a dumbass dance. It's actually pretty saucy. And if you know how to do it, you'll get a good grade in dance
Oh, I
class.
forgot to use my keys. Watch out for his eye. Which one? His brown one?
You avoid Ruvik's eye. Watch out for his eye.
What's that?
All right, buddy. Just take a nappy nap. Just go ahead and piss yourself. It's fine. Nobody's watching. Except me.
There's a toilet 2 feet away.
I'm so sleepy. And I'm so peepee at the same time. I can't sleepy and peepee. Peepee sleepy.
Poor guy. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
See, he held it in too long.
And this is, ladies and gentlemen, what happens when you hold your piss in.
It's the weirdest thing. Like, you just don't go pee for a while, and then anthrax happens.
The band? Yes.
The band. The band comes in and kills you with an amp. Now it's light, all of a sudden. Wow. Ghosts. Hey, it's just like the movie. Oh, you shot him in the eye. It's a problem. Okay, good move. Good move.
Bitch slap.
I mean, you didn't freeze up completely. That's nice. You should let me go. Why? You're on fire. Yeah, but it's a small fire.
My one weakness. What? No clothes.
It's not the no clothes, it's that some of the clothes are not burning into his skin. It's the transfusion he never wanted. That's the issue.
God damn it, he said don't look in his eye, and then you look in his
And
eye.
he looked right in his eye. I must say, the fact that he can function while on fire is impressive, because he's working in a human biology, more or less, as far as we can tell. Yeah, there's nightmare fuel in the middle of it, but I'm going to promise you, if you're ever on fire, there aren't a whole lot of things going through your head except not being on fire.
True, unless you're that monk.
Which monk?
The monk that lit himself on fire.
Oh, no, he still had that thought. But he's a monk. So he convinced himself that it was less important than standing still. Or sitting, really.
I'd be so pissed if the last boss is just a horde of people.
I mean, isn't it though? You may have to shoot the eye, but would it surprise you that much?
I'm going to tell you the truth. I would not be shocked at all. Should we just use the sniper?
To shoot the eyes? Yes.
Wow, that sucked.
That's like terribly. Don't do that.
Where's that guy coming up? Oh, the stairs. I thought he was just levitating up. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Wow, that guy reminds me of Brian Posehn. Do you know why?
You know, who's Brian Posehn to start with?
You know, Brian, if you saw him, you know. He's a comedian. He's large. He's very husky. He looks pretty disheveled. And the joke that I was referencing is, folks, when you look the way I do, there are two things you can't legally do. Own a van and dig at night.
That is true.
Just certain implications, like, yeah, the questions aren't worth it. It's fine.
Wait for it. Yeah, I
Wait.
never use these. Where you at? Grenades.
Well, I have a box of these. Oh, those are good. Yeah, use those. You know, interesting story. Flak jackets are really good at diverting small caliber shrapnel, right?
Yep.
How good are they at diverting grenades that are right at your feet? Concussive force. Well, the good news is the ceramic plates are entirely intact. While it is true the plate traveled through the subject's body, from the chest cavity all the way out of the femur, the plate itself is entirely in one piece. It didn't shatter. So as far as we can tell, the armor did its job. But the armor's what killed him. No. It was the excessive because of force that killed him. The armor was fine.
I actually remember reading in basic that how the bulletproof armor and everything was tested on pigs to make sure they worked.
Uh-huh.
The majority of the pigs died because, like you said, concussion force at the end of it, but you know.
But through extensive forensic analysis, we saw that, no, they would have been fine. You know, that didn't happen.
Yeah, if they didn't get hit with this grenade blast or this rocket launcher, they'd have been fine. Like you shot a pig with a flat jacket with a rocket launcher. Yeah.
Why would you do that? Yeah, science.
Only people know if
Hey,
it
the
works.
DOD paid me to, and wouldn't you shoot a pig with a rocket if you were paid to do it? I don't think so.
All three with one.
That's really impressive.
It is.
The big guy must have let off a lot of gas as a primer.
I'm gonna assume so. What can we do if we go this way?
What do you do? I'm an experimental armsman for the federal government. Okay, what does that mean? Mandatory overtime. Shoot this shit with that shit. On it, sir.
That'd be a hell of a job to have.
Do I have to like take notes or no? It's all completely documented. Just fire when we say. Okie dokie.
God, it sees me, whatever it may be.
Who sees me? Oh. No. But he didn't drop it. Good on him. He didn't panic.
Nope, he kept that beer, or torch.
Torch beer. Beer torch. Can't tell if cool or terrible. Zap them all. Oh, they're all blinded by the light.
Wrapped up like a goose in the roamer in the night.
Correct.
Wrapped
Yes.
up, yeah, sorry.
I think the original lyric by Springsteen was cut loose. Oh my goodness. You must be a piggy pig.
Have you seen it?
That's the way to do it.
Have you seen, have you listened to the original song at all? Oh shit, it's that guy.
Sure. Well, we had a rocket launcher man. Now we had a chainsaw man.
It's the same guy. Oh, dear God.
Oof. It's a command grab. It's a combo. Jocks, just run. It's a good time to get some distance between you and that. Also get your famous RE4 experience with the two women's.
Let's blow him up.
Hand cannon? Nope. Eh. That's a goody throw. Him, not you. But it might have actually worked.
Yeah, somehow it paid off. Shitty throws. Thank you, I'll take that brain goo.
I don't appreciate the blood parasites, but the goo is nice.
It is.
Just let's... We'll be calling it goo the whole game, but part of me thinks it's slurm.
Slurm. Ew.
What's slurm made of again?
What is it? Jupiter slugs? Bird stuff?
Excellent. What was the episode with the popcorn babies?
Popcorn babies?
Yeah. It's like... Wow.
I got hit with a bullet and then the grenade went off.
Wow, that's cool.
Popcorn babies. Oh yeah, you're talking about...
It sounds awful, and it is, but it's funny because it's Futurama. Ah! He died by the door. What is the episode?
It's, I can't remember what they're called. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the king and the queen and like the older brood are being consumed for
because they come from Omicron
fast food
Persei
product.
8.
That you remember, but not the episode?
Yeah.
What is Omicron Persei 8?
It's a thing 1,000 light years away from Earth.
Okay, good. We'll establish that now.
But it's their younglings that they...
Elf!
Woo!
My femoral artery! A little bit lower.
What's this? Oh, glass.
Ah, that's good.
Yes, god dang it. Poplars.
Poplars, thank you. The
Ooh.
trees, poplar trees,
Yes.
consumed en masse.
The hell is... Don't shit at me. Oh, you guys. Hey guys.
Just wandering closer like, did you really just...
Oh!
You know, that was probably a pretty epic dodge because you did miss most of the damage, but running at the explosive...
I thought it went past me, then realizing it was caught on my shirt was not the method I wanted to go with.
Still there.
Oh, no,
Oh,
we're
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Good job for poise. Yeah. Sniper rounds too. Wait, the dynamite guy had sniper rounds, but the sniper guy had
nothing.
health.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
No. It's how they
Hey, kids.
how they work.
You're playing a video game, right? Good. Think back 40 seconds. What happened? Exactly. All these checkpoints were like, yeah, did you survive that trial? Try this trial.
I know, I'm running out of ammo.
Have we talked about the Final Fantasy 15 Final Dungeons?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Oh, that shit's still going on. I hit one that I was told about before, but now I'm actually living through it. For the first time in the game, first time in the whole game, in this dungeon, you cannot use items. Meaning you have to get really creative about your healing options. And I got down fairly far, and I hit an enemy that wiped me out that I thought was the boss, but it isn't. And I hadn't saved in, let's say, 30 minutes or so. And I just about flipped the bitch and quit. But no, I thought about it. I focused on defense, I came back and I beat it, and then I saw, regrettably, the dungeon continues. It's all doable, but you have to change up your pace. And isn't it really weird how it's at the very end of the game that the game really wants you to know how to play it, combat-wise?
It is a little odd that, like, alright, you've gone through this thing how many times? Now we need you to actually focus in and play the game correctly.
Again, just to vent a little bit here, it takes an end game fuck dungeon at the very, like, at the over 100-hour mark, for me at least. If you're doing it fairly fast, let's say 50 hours in, right? To meet an enemy...
Oh, hey, look, it's these guys.
Oh, boy. Oh, not this shit again. An enemy that completely resists physical damage. To the point of immunity. Not less damage, no damage. So that is when the game decides to say, you need to know how to use magic. That is insane to me. Like, walk it in. Like, have these guys take double digit or something. Like, oh, you really shouldn't be using your sword. Have you considered using your giant fireball? You gotta switch to that side. Anyway, I will continue, not because it's fun, but because I need to see what happens when you beat it all. And I still really can't decide whether I can recommend this game or not, after being 135 hours in. Maybe eventually. Or if you're a very forgiving gamer, you're like, I want this experience, I don't care that it's mostly disjointed. You in trouble, son. Got one more mess up left in you.
Woo!
Can't you leave the room?
I don't think so.
No quick turn, like you said. That's not helping your cause. Just tired slump.
So
Shot in the back.
tired.
I don't like this anymore.
As I get crushed by whatever just hit me.
We're so close, man. We can do this.
Can we?
We can. Well, I mean, you're playing, but yes, together, sort of. Muyan! Now, what was that switch that was by the entrance? What did that do?
I'm not sure.
Well, this time, let's get sure.
Yeah, I know you're coming. Right there. Alright, let's...
Okay, so
And
that
syringe?
that switch operates the spikes.
Correct.
Why can't you trap them with said spikes?
Could I trap them with said spikes?
I feel like you can. That's shut now? Yeah? Okay. So, disarm that bomb.
Which I didn't notice before, which got me in the last second.
Uh-huh. With that being done, when they spawn, backtrack to this portion. I think the opening to this room is still unlocked. Hit the switch, see what happens. Did you recraft your bolts?
Got those.
Look at my 12-shot 6-shooter, sir. Yeah, that's fun. Sir, my computer's stroking out. Yeah, that's fine.
Time to do some sniping.
Well, let's see what they do. Then I'll look over the switch and just gonna stare at you and say, "Oh, that's stupid." What he's doing is stupid.
He's gotta be over here. I'm getting shot from this way. I can't stop laughing at this dude.
You should answer bars.
This is... I only can... that's as far out as I can go.
Okay. Well, can you, Oh, that's neat. So, okay, new proposal. Those Roombas are green. So
Yeah.
maybe trick them.
Whoa!
Whoa! No tricking required. They tricked you. But have them dance on this floor. Not so stupid, is they? Wait for it. disappointed that the Roombas would work. Where are they climbing to? So there is a hallway across there. Okay.
Oh, yep.
But that's fine. That means you can funnel them. Ah! Nice. Extra rooms. Open it up. Yeah, there you go. Grenade, then switch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
God damn
That
it.
played out worse than I thought it would.
Holy shit, where am I stuck at? Go!
Take the long way, bros. Should pistol snipe those mines. I'm gonna melee charge as I'm waiting it to you. Sure. What happens if you open the door right now? Will they come back to you? You gotta look at see where they.
No, the one's right there, I saw.
Okay. So they don't auto switch to, hey, this is the new shortest path.
I really gotta learn that can't be so damn
Hey,
close.
if you haven't learned by now, there's no hope. You just won't know. But it's okay. I mean, it's kind of charming. Mines.
No. I hate it.
It's okay. I'll wait. He seemed to say. Oh, execution? Execution?
Yep. So how do I pin them in?
He drags you off of the too.
Shit.
How do you pen them in?
Yeah.
I think you know. You got explosives. You know where they're coming from. So you get them both to leave down the same narrow hallway as a choke point. You set it up with like a snare bolt or something. And then as soon as they explode, you open the door, step on the other side, and switch it up. Set the bolt on the other side. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Force them to keep recalculating the shortest distance. Cheesy? Yes. Functional? Maybe. We'll see.
Or I can hit them with the right as they come at me, right before they get to the door. I can freeze them, blast them.
You can try. You can definitely try. And if you succeed, I'll celebrate your success.
And then
In the blue.
no, I didn't.
Give me my food, Chinese lady.
The hell is that from?
Hmm.
And then
Seriously?
yeah, what the hell is that from again?
What's mine say?
What?
What's mine say? Dude, what's
Oh.
mine say?
That's right.
I got nothing for you, man. If you don't remember this one, this is one of the most basic reaches for. Granted, anybody under the age of 20 will have no idea.
I know what you're talking about now.
Oh, what's it called?
Dude, where's my car?
There you go. That was a movie. It's a real thing. Came out. Ashton Kutcher. He was in it. Why would you freeze him like that? Using twice the ammo. That's fine. Just focus on one. Don't shoot between his legs. Shoot between his legs. Why are you splitting damage? Why are you splitting damage? Focus down one. Learn how to operate a switch. Yeah, he's going for it. He's really going for it. Make sure he pays for it. Okay, so we'll shoot you there. No. Chucks. Two enemies funneling the same hole.
They were funneling the same hole. The other one. Yeah, see? They're not
Okay,
funneling the same hole.
Sure.
Yep.
You can dance around them. You're only in trouble when they get really split or around you. You idiot! you have a hand cannon, which you never used.
Good point.
And you keep passing over it. Maybe this is what it's for. Yeah, exactly what it's for. Cannon. Well, it would seem to me like Boss Killer is correct. Really? No achievement for 2 of them at a time? Never done that shit before.
2 bosses, 1 cup.
Just 1 chamber.
And gross.
Well, you did it. 3rd try.
Yeah, 3rd time's the charm, right?
This room reminds me, understandably, of the later part of Silent Hill 2, where you'd never done this before. The game pits you against 2 pyramid heads,
I did not know that.
and you cannot win.
Yeah, you can't kill them, if I'm not mistaken. You can't kill any pyramid head in the game.
You can fend them off. In one case, you have to engage one directly, but 2 of them, you can damage them, but it's really not a hidden timer. Eventually, they feel really remorseful and kill themselves.
Do they really?
Yeah.
If I go into this final boss with no ammo...
I created this world.
So pissed.
You cannot keep me here.
What the matter? You got bolts for days. Just use the bolts. There's a brain in that eye. Vice versa. There's an eye in that brain.
Speaking of that, let's make some bolts.
Yeah. Hang on. You used your magic. Let me use mine. What's your magic, mortal? Making bolts really fast. Avoid the lights, I'm guessing.
So I'm going to assume...
This seems like a lot of fun.
Yep, so I gotta avoid said lights.
This here, not mechanically, just thematically, pretty Silent Hill.
Yeah. Right.
But the actual level design, I mean, you're really close to Doom 2 right now. I'm sure this is not a new meme, but girlfriend shared it with me. It's a Facebook grab. Man says, after 2 minutes of looking, my wife asks me, I can't find the case for wood. And he shows the Doom disc upside down. Sure enough, it says wood. And you get a picture of a lush green forest in the old Doom game, and the Marine holding a chainsaw. You know, I think you're onto something here. Fuck, I'd play wood on its own. If it had the same music and same aesthetics, I'd do it.
That would kind of make the game kind of,
Battle lumberjacking. Do it. You can do it. Just be patient.
And... Sorry, you need a second player to do this.
Please invite co-op partner now. What? Please put down your co-op token. Oh, shit.
Well, shit! They won't see me. Hurry. Go!
It's the wrong kind of tense. I can see it now. 1. Okay. Maybe you just don't step on him. Good job, sir.
I'm pretty sure this would be more dramatic if I saw what the fuck is going on. Instead of a giant pillar. Run, goddammit!
The pillar makes it more dramatic. Oh no, the raspberry jam is real deep here.
Okay.
Enter the door of light. Beyond the light,
And
darkness.
okay.
Beyond the darkness, light. Beyond the light, darkness. Beyond the darkness, light.
You want to go fight these out? Jackie Chan Adventures? Anybody? No?
Say those more clearly.
I don't remember the actual chant, but I remember it's like, yeah, you
Oh,
want to
what? Why these all?
Ah, so you do know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. Good is a stretch. It was clearly written in such a way that Jade was supposed to be the main character. And Jackie was supposed to be the very capable
Uncle.
buffoon. And Uncle was supposed to be one more thing.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Yoizu. And then, of course, there was the luchador who joined the cast in season 2.
There's the what?
Yeah, the big Mexican guy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I always remember because there's this stupid scene where they're facing off with the big evil lords with their medallions they got.
If I make it out alive,
And then one of them says, I am the master of the 8th dimension of flame. And the luchador says, I'm the master of pollo. Because he's got the rooster medallion.
Yeah.
Okay, man, being a chicken lord ain't no thing. Was this the elevator to like the Dark Souls Undead Burg Chapel? Is this the first bell? What are you doing here? I think it is. Okay, so there's gonna be a gargoyle. There's gonna be a second one. You're gonna not want to get pincer between them, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Note to self. Dark Souls, Evil Within.
The darkness within. Evil souls. Okay. Again, how are you tying this together? What, where, how, why, wow?
I didn't even have control of that. What the hell's going on?
It's you! You're in a tub! Like you've been saying the whole time! Good job,
Yeah.
Linus.
Leslie's about to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Leslie.
Sebastian, get away from him. Sebastian, listen to me. Stop. Your interests are the same as ours.
Look, I get it.
Are you gonna pick up the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta?
And this is not
I
just
tell you, your interest is the same as mine. Have you fucking fought a lunchbox head monster?
shot me.
No.
Look at me! Look at you! You got a shoulder! You know what I've been through?
You're a good man.
I got blown up 4 times!
I got hit by a fucking windmill thing 8 times because this dipshit doesn't want to control me.
Anymore. You know who this kid is.
If only video game
If you
characters
know
could talk.
anything, you know why he can't be
Comedian
allowed to
Dimitri
live.
Martin made a good point.
Bullshit. It's Ruvik.
What if
He's the
it was
one
a game where you took care of all the enemies that you defeated in other games? What have you been? What are you playing? Oh, Super Busy Hospital 3.
Hospice Care 1. What are you doing in this game? Well, unlike normal Hospice Care, these are all the bad guys from all the video games. So Bowser in here
They're
once
not
a
all
week.
bad guys. Come on, they got employees. They got union jobs.
Not a good point. The Goomba who's flat.
They're your opponents. That doesn't make them bad guys. Maybe you're the fucking asshole saying, I'm gonna save this world, and you kill everyone. Like, yeah.
What's wrong? What was wrong with
Hey,
the world?
Wesker, good to see you back.
What was wrong with the world to begin with? Communism. Oh, that's not that bad.
And Sebastian punches a giant lava boulder. And Rubik is like, I'm out. I'm gonna jump on this lava. Leslie was just a pile of code the whole time. GATC, you're made of 4 letters. I'm made of 2. 1 and 0. Is everything actually tilting, or are you just having an inner ear problem?
He's got vertigo.
Ah! He's just spazzing on the floor. There's no glass dropping. Like, dude, we're supposed to have a fight. Could you please stop? This is getting embarrassing. All of this is really impressive, and there's no reason to care. That's the tragedy. Like, this Inception shit is really cool. But I still don't know what the stakes are.
Wait, I'm in a dream. Pulls out a batarang. Or with a bat gun. Bat claw.
Pulls out 6 swords and goes to town.
Yeah, and fights a guy with 2 spears. While turning blue.
His horse has spark plugs.
Or has jet boosters on the back end
Well,
of it.
exhaust, yeah.
Yeah.
No, one of the joke swords you get is actually a spark plug, so lightsabers. You get 6 plugs, 6 lightsabers. In the games of Single Basara, every character has a ultimate weapon and a joke weapon. For the Katsumunda, the drill spearman, it's a
Yeah.
pine tree.
It's a pine tree?
Not any pine tree, it is actually a Christmas tree that spins. So
Okay.
it blows you to death with a moving tree. Wait a second. What does this look like? It looks like the mother alien queen from the Aliens. Then it also looks like
What's the difference from all the kaiju movie?
yeah, the pilot's in the cockpit. It's in the head. Dead, 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 and dead.
How did he not fall through that window? His head hit the window, glass didn't shatter, and he kept rolling.
Didn't shear off his head either. His face is intact because it's Josh fucked Mother and Brolin.
Oh yeah, I haven't played this game for this is oh shit. I was gonna say that was like the longest cutscene of all time. Because I had purple blood. You notice that?
Yeah, you were very, very oxygenated. Or possibly de-oxygenated. That was all carbon dioxide. Okay, don't get scooped. Dude, scoops! Ah!
Dear God.
Take cover.
That was my plan, but for some reason when I hit it, it
More cover.
all the way to the
Left ear. Go left ear. Good. Now, if I had to guess, right ear. All is wrong. Don't listen to me, just win. I think there's a sequence a lot like this in one of the Fear games. Not exactly like this, naturally, but similar to, like you're tripping out. Oh yeah, fucking Anima from Final Fantasy X.
Who?
Anima? It was one of the summons.
Oh, yeah, wait, don't pick it up the giant.
The bandaged up creepy thing in metal chains. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm in agony! Take all the damage!
That's the one you fight the main boss with, isn't he? He's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
fight. Yeah, that's the boss I can never get past.
Which form of him? That's my question.
I'd beat the top half, and then when it goes to the second half on the bottom,
Yeah.
that was the half I couldn't beat.
Okay. Well, don't worry. It's actually it's a Final Fantasy game, and with very few exceptions. Self-possessed ghost cheap with a machine gun. Oh, fuck this game. Anyway, yeah, with enough numbers you can beat anything. It's okay. If at some point in a Final Fantasy game you say, I can't beat this, there's a very good chance that if you spend more time away from this, you can just get started.
That was my plan, but I tried doing that, and it didn't work out. Like, I guess I was way too low of a level.
No, I relate. I intentionally level starved myself. Ow, shit. Level starved myself in 15.
Am I dying, or...?
In this place? This is not a real place, no.
I mean, like, did I die because I fucked up, or am I dying because this is a cutscene?
What does it look like to you?
Both.
You haven't died yet?
Oh,
See,
they're gonna do
you
RE4.
What are we talking? No, I'm talking about 5.
4.
A better game.
No, get out of here with that. You don't remember the giant...
I do, but I remember number 5, the far superior title. Do you think my being faster or stronger has anything to do with
What am I
my
aiming
muscles
for?
in this place?
Like, what am I supposed to be aiming for here?
You think there's a rocket you're shooting at? Aim for Ruvik, what else? But you're right, the game is very, very good at telling you what he's got. This is very interesting. Do you have to aim outside?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's bad. Oh, you fucked up. Don't aim down sights, just fire rockets.
Just LR. Why do you
no L, just R. Just
I don't
fire.
think I can do that.
You can't? Try.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, just don't even worry about the aim right now. Just spam rockets. Reasonably accurately if possible.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out where this fucking thing's aiming at.
Down sights. Aim it down range.
Got itch in the face, and it didn't do shit.
I mean, this just shows that you're a man of very limited imagination. Now you can aim.
Ah, missed.
It's like, this whole game is all about mental capacity, right? Nightmares
Yep.
and shit. Like a lantern. Like you're a lantern. All you can imagine is weapons.
Green or red or blue? Which one am I? Purple. I love lantern. Thank you, sir.
You are the lantern.
Sounds like a bad band. Wait, I love lantern. Or a very emo metal band.
I mean, our other stage name is Florence and the Machine, but whatever.
Best thing.
Hey, brain matter is squishy. That was a soft landing. It's like memory foam.
Oh, I thought that was an open.
It's a fucking brain.
Yeah, I get it. But if he eats me at the top of his brain, I'm gonna be so pissed. Oh, he is going to be.
Griffith!
Now you want to complain about being hurt. I Out of all the shit you've been through.
I can't tell.
Oh, I was like, did I...
This is it. You did it.
Dying?
This is like...
One of the
Just
many.
go ahead and grab this. I get the feeling. Just throw the control out the window. It's forever gone. You're done.
Just toss it up in the air. Fuck
No,
this,
it's
I
gonna
will.
vibrate. It's gonna vibrate.
I got it.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
I think you may be a winner.
Are we?
There may be a chicken dinner involved.
I think I won, sir.
I think you did.
Yay!
Well played.
Yes.
Okay, the next one. No chaser.
It's been a while, sir.
I know.
I had to get that first subtle taste in my mouth.
And this whole time, it was a setup for Deus Ex.
Oh, god damn it!
I created this world.
Oh?
You cannot keep
You want to fight more?
Ruvik.
This must be a vignette fight. Because you're unarmed, so you just gotta do a thing.
I'm going to finish this.
Ruben Vitoriano.
Oh, so they killed him and
What?
took his brain.
No, 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 no! It is not that easy to rip out wire of that gauge. Step on it.
Oh, the stomping action's Y, not A.
It's true. Yes! And no, it's not actually full of blood.
Vital signs, sir.
It's full of semen.
Oh, what's all this white stuff? Fun fact, brain's full of semen. Oh.
So when they say young dumb, yeah, yep, it's true. Verified by science.
Leave that one. And
I believe it
those
was on
two.
Mythbusters, too.
They're not the only ones.
They killed several interns to verify that.
Yes.
No one can.
So there's no interns in the first season.
Mm-hmm. I've made jokes all the time about that show. It's like, they're probably offing these kids.
Except the three, they were like, you guys work.
No, they don't work.
No.
They've done nothing useful, and that's why they get to stick around. You can provide no actionable data, so just hold this box.
What's my job? Holding this box and shut the fuck up. Really? Twice.
All this lens flare. Why? Game, what is your aesthetic? We just muscled our way through you. What's the point?
This is Inception shit. What are you? I'm a dream. It was a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream.
Yeah, you got the kick.
He's a dude playing a dude playing a dude.
That makes no sense. If it's an Italian name, there's no C. It'd be two T's. Vittoriano. Vittorio, Vittoriano.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
Rubeno.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Rubini.
No.
I'm just saying.
Nicole Kidman got up.
Somebody got up. Yep. No. Withers. Leslie. Leslie. Leslie.
So, Leslie murders everybody just so you could go into this world to stop Ruvik?
He doesn't murder anybody. Leslie doesn't murder. Leslie just allows people to be murdered. The causality is all in sync. It's fine.
Now this would be the part to me where it's like, am I still in this dream or am I
You
done?
need to find a gun. I mean, to be fair, there's no surviving this. Like, you get out of the nightmare, you're back in reality. You just think everybody's a fucking zombie. You just go at them.
Sir, are you okay?
You don't know how long you've been in there. You don't know what you've done or didn't do. You've died and restarted this game. You've woken up in an asylum. I mean, to you, like, okay, gotta get his gun and then take him down and throw a grenade.
Detective.
They're ignoring me.
Are you
This is
all right?
strange.
Is there anyone else?
Okay, I'm gonna let him think I'm friendly, and then armbar him and take his gun and shoot at these
Give
guys.
me some real fresh
They gotta put
air.
some drugs in my arm. It's really important to put the drugs in my head. Give me your brain goo! Where's the green?
There's Leslie.
I don't think that's how you actually secure a room.
No, by no means.
But it looks good in cinematics, I guess. Thanks
Who
to
did
Ben.
all this? Goes back. It's all him. That's the trip.
It was all the ambulance driver.
With the candlestick. In the kitchen.
And the security room.
Security room.
If only we could hear this.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
No. I'm okay with this.
As Simon Garfunkel said, the sound of silence.
Did you know the sound of silence is actually tinnitus?
Is it really?
Yeah. Because complete silence, no reverb at all, causes a ring in your ear.
I did not know that.
So the sound of silence is
Oh, because all the blood and everything flowing in there?
Yeah. So no matter what, if there's no input at all that you're not reacting to, like a vacuum, that ringing in your ear is the sound of silence.
Fun fact.
Fun fact to end the Evil Within on.
Just kind of realized that was a plunger brain. Does it say little spike?
Now?
Now? Yeah.
This is when you realize this?
No.
Not fucking now!
No, I realized it.
No!
earlier. Should we skip this?
I don't know if there's music playing or not, but no, let's not. Let's not skip this. Tell me your impressions, Chucks. This game took us, of actual play? Actual play. Let's say, what, 7,
12
8
hours?
sessions?
12 hours?
A bunch. Like, we didn't really want to keep plunging through this.
This game should have ended 2 to 3 hours ago.
Okay, do you remember what you did here?
Yeah, I went to a hospital, got caught into a giant fucking delusion, and had to murder some people.
Okay. Murdered a bunch. Were there people? Were they the monsters? Like, first they were just freaks when they had masks on halfway through or so.
And then they got guns, and then they got...
There were fleshy monsters, there were grabby girls, there were safe heads, there were shit-eating crab monsters, there were...
That's true shit. And then there was our
There was
our,
a
our
half
pet
dog, half mower.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit. And there's the demon girl that chased us around that we can light on fire.
What weapon was your favorite?
Shotgun.
That was the guy to go up. Shotgun was your favorite. Conceptually. Not the pistol, not the hand cannon, not the crossbow.
I rarely use the hand cannon.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Literally used the most, but that was usually the best feeling of it, right?
Yeah, the shotgun I like the most because it...
What about the game's standout feature, the agony crossbow that it clearly wanted you to like so much?
I should have used it more.
But you didn't feel like using it. In the beginning, it didn't sell itself as a thing.
I didn't, because when I first started it wasn't very effective. Like, oh no, I hit this guy with a gigantic whale harpoon, and it's like, whatever. Yeah, like,
exactly.
Did you hit me with a splinter? Like, god damn it.
Where did Harry Potter man go?
He died. If I'm
Okay.
not mistaken. It's been a while, yeah.
Oh, he died. What did Nicole Kidman do?
Who knows?
Kidman. Remember the piranha section?
Yeah.
The swimming in the fucking trash piranhas?
Yeah.
That was fun, wasn't it?
It was.
No, it wasn't. It
was
wasn't
difficult.
fun.
It was fun.
It was timing, which is
I feel like that's when it kind of got away from it. It shouldn't have done the city. It should have brought you back from the unreality world.
That's a good point.
Like, they
What
skipped that whole
point did
city
the
section.
make? Well,
Nothing.
because you're showing that it's ruined and you're going through the city to get back to the hospital, but by sidetrack of manor and other things.
It shouldn't have done that. Like, it should have been back, like, popped out the thing where you came up from the floor
Yeah.
instead of coming down from the ceiling. Like, ugh.
What about the not Anthony Hopkins character?
He deserves to die. You find out he's a douche.
Sure. What about Leslie? That element. Leslie, Rubik, and you. That same scene happens 10 times throughout this game.
It does, and just to find out that Leslie gets away and everything, and that it may still be a dream with that the ending right there, setting it up for a sequel, like, I really don't feel like playing the sequel. This game never made me feel like I want to play the sequel.
Sure. What about this game? We didn't really want to play this game, it seemed like. We started, it's like, this is so cool, and then we got it running, we got to try it out, and then...
About halfway through.
Because at first it was just, hey, shooting zombies in the head. I know this, I played RE before. And then the more it got tripped out, it's like the scenery kept changing. And you think you want to feel good about that, but then you lose the context. Why are we here? What are we doing? We're surviving. Okay, who's on our side? Who are we again? I mean, the STARS members are only beloved now because they've been around so long, but even in the first game, you sort of, do you care who Barry is? Do you care who Mr. Wesker is?
Yeah, kind of, because they drive the plot point a little bit.
Would they show up like 3/4 of the game?
No.
Barry shows up a few times. But then
Barry shows up as Jill quite a bit, but...
Okay. So in this game, Leslie sort of helps you before it gets like, he runs away and Rubik drags
Yeah.
you back in. But you don't have the same positivity about a little albino kid in a straitjacket shuffling around with psychic emanations as you do with a middle-aged man saying, I got kids and a mortgage, fucker. Also a hand cannon. Here, let me help you.
Like, yeah, let's get through this. Yeah, Leslie's a little shit. That's all I can say about him.
So it seems to me like this game is very strongly like a mediocre comic book.
Yeah.
That intense things happen all the time, but there's no connective tissue that really makes you care about them. Yes.
Casting boat. That's all who did. That's it. boat of casting. Did not all the voices and everything.
An eldritch vessel of naval casting.
Voice and music. Voice. That's all who did it.
Who'd recognize? You were Lowenthal? Absolutely.
Oh, that was the Harry Potter.
Yes, Liam's done thing. Oh, Beast Zombie. Good.
Wait, they have that? Saddest also agent? Oh, sadist.
The saddest agent. Why won't they all suffer?
Done by Snuffleupagus.
Fuck Snuffleupagus.
No, this game does not make me want to play the second. I will if somebody like those out there like, hey, you should finish this game. Play the second one, see how it is, you know. Resident Evil's a lot better than this. I get it, Mikami's trying to bring back the survival horror thing, but it wasn't survival horror.
Mm-hmm.
I feel...
There was resource scarcity, but not... I mean, unless you spike the difficulty. If you're clever or slow enough, it's fine. But,
yeah,
like you say, it didn't make you feel the same alarm. You had weapons that were deadly. Ammo was short, but it was rotate through. You never had a knife mode. You had to punch your way to victory.
Yeah, I wish that was something I could hit or beat.
You didn't have to craft traps. You didn't really have to craft bolts until much later. And the bosses, at first, we joked about, okay, there's no achievement, meaning they aren't killable yet. So you have to run away.
Yeah, fuck.
And then the last third, they're all just killable. Just do enough damage and they'll go away.
I don't think it should be that way. Any boss should be defeatable in the beginning.
Well, I mean, if you want to make it like a scary thing, then telegraph it more easily. Because quite a few times, we're loaded into an area and it isn't very intuitive what we've got to do. The triggers aren't there.
If he wanted to do something scary, he should have done something like he did in Nemesis. Like, I've come out of nowhere, now I gotta fight this really tough boss, who's the same boss, but it's...
Yes, the boss is identified easily. You know what's gonna happen. You're edgy because you know it's gonna show up and you don't want it to. Here, the situation is always different, and at first the game teaches you every encounter is distinct and different things have to happen. And this is true for a little while, but then it changes. Eventually it's, wow, this weird scary thing, like the tentacle thing that spot out attack turds, battle turds.
Yeah.
It's a very simple enemy. You first think, oh no, what's the cool mechanic? The mechanic is it goes back to the same goddamn hole. Or various holes, whatever.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be various holes.
Sure, but make it stop shitting out attack turds and then kill it. It's actually, there's no extra stages. It bumps you out of the way, you kill it. It's a cool boss, I like it, it's much more direct than, okay, for now this guy is super dangerous, unkillable, run away from it. Okay, but now engage it. Or use the environment to damage it
Kind of like
first.
the grabber lady. Like,
Yeah, the insta-kill enemies.
Like,
if your health is at a third, and the next attack is a kill, I respect that. But if it's insta-grab death, you think this is not a thing I fight, I run away. But then you figure out that it's not. Or the giant monster dog that clips out of competition. Yes, there's creativity on display here. This is... I guess the worst part about it is not that it's terrible, it's disappointing. Or that it becomes bland.
It does.
It throws so much zaniness at you. It throws that...
I feel that either needed to stick with, like, my main thing is they either to stick with the creatures or the humans, not both. Like, oh, these creatures have mutated. Like, no, just from the get-go, have a crazy chainsaw-handed, like, tentacle shark thing that comes at you. Not...
Would you prefer a transition? Like, it
No.
was all people, but then people became monsters.
That's my thing. Like, I would have just preferred monsters or people. Like, one or the other. Like, I get it. Like, okay, yeah, there's a small transition, but to me, it was just like, you're just throwing more dumb shit at me. Just stop.
Did the muted colors hurt the skin?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? I do.
Yeah.
Tans, grays, browns, blues.
It gave the sense of the world correctly, I felt. Like, everything was correct in the muted colors. Like, yeah, this is, in this guy's mind, this is how the world is. Dull, generic, or dark and gloomy.
Yeah, but you're playing it. You're not doing things that are important to you in this world. You're playing a game, and the game shows you how this is mundane. I argue that if the lighting were different, you can make more dramatic lighting that is still scary or impactful, but it's visually stimulating. Most of the time we're bored. Like, yeah, these are rusty industrial fixtures, or this is crumbling concrete, or this is the inside of a dusty manor, or these are the fleshy folds of a brain maze. Alright, sure. The last quarter had a lot more variety, I felt. Or at least visual variety than the game established.
Yes, I'd give it that.
But it also bounced around.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? Because it's a game we have to push forward. But who are we? What are we doing?
I feel, like I said, the biggest things to me, if they kept the enemies all as one and they cut the game time down by 3 to 4 hours. So we spent 12 hours playing 15 chapters. Let's make sure on that. Let's save it. Oh, wow, machine gun acquired.
Oh, goody.
Rocket launcher acquired.
Oh.
Clear bonus. Ooh, okay. Clear bonus.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, took me 12 hours, 10 minutes. Number of death, 47.
Nice.
Okay, so if you cut that time...
On casual, mind you.
on casual. So I'd say a good game to me... Now, by the way, I'm a guy who mainly plays sports games, and I've told you... You've even told me this before. One of my favorite games... Or my 3 favorite games are NCAA Football, Super Mario RPG, and Legend of Zelda. Mm-hmm. It's a really weird combination of shit, because it's like you go from football to RPG to an adventure game.
Sure, yeah.
But I feel the one thing about all those is that you can beat the game, get a full story in about a 7 to 8 hour period. With this,
Yes.
It took me 12 hours. It just felt like it drug the fuck on.
You were not enjoying the combat. You were not enjoying the navigation.
Because it was the same shit over and over again.
Yes.
Like, it's like, okay, switch this. Just figure
Things
out...
are weird. Good. Things are weird. Okay.
With
Things are weird. Move on.
With Resident Evil, I can beat the game in 2 to 3 hours, once I get the hang of the game, by the way. And still get a good story told out of it.
Good, maybe overselling it, but yes, I understand. There's
good.
a more cohesive story.
Yeah.
Sure,
This
zombies in the police station, fine. But
Yeah, well, that's 2.
it feels more intact.
Yeah. Feels more of an intact game than this. Like, I just... Okay, what's the trick to this one? What's the trick to that one? Finding this out, like... Okay, like, that's great. Like, 3, there was a... Resident Evil 3 is a good one to kind of give you an idea. Like, they had a lot harder puzzles, and it just felt like, because of those, some of the puzzles drug the game on a little bit. Kind of felt like this with this game and the timeline. Like, okay, new puzzles of the same bosses, just different ways to defeat them. Like, figure this puzzle out for this boss. Like, I'm done doing this. Like, I really don't want to be doing this for 12 hours. Now, it could just be me because I played the game. Someone's probably going to comment on here like, oh, well, I could beat the game in
I like me
5.
a lot of games. I like me a lot of repetitive games, honestly. I've been playing a few clickers for multiple years now. This shit did not make me want to play the game. I did not want to explore or look around.
Nope.
But that's our take. Maybe Coinbeater would love this. I don't know. Hard to
Probably
say.
not. I'd say no. He's not big into these.
No.
He's into, like, Warhammer.
But, dear friends, thank you for sticking this out. If you have, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for doing your very best at drawing as much value as you can for what we do. If you'd like to see the sequel, if you really want to see us do it, I think at this point, even though it's not as relevant now, we might give it a shot if you want to see us do our very best attempt to enjoy a game we might not enjoy. Or it could be amazing. Hard to
Yeah,
say.
it could be. It could be different
High
than this
reviews, maybe the learned lessons, hard to say. I'm not really a big forgiver when it comes to this kind of stuff. If you want to see it, let us know. With Browbeat,
one. I'm Nutchucks.
we'll do our next series, hopefully soonish.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
See you guys.
See you next time.